Warning, this game contains intense bad things. Children, hide your parents. Playing Lucius 3 today. I've never played any Lucius games. There's a Lucius 1, a Lucius 2, a Lucius 3, a Lucius D-Make, I think. Yeah, but my understanding of the franchise is that this is basically Hitman, but you're a little boy that's a demon child. But you know, the whole thing where you're trying to come up with contrived ways to get people to be murdered and all that all around you. But you're a little Satan boy instead of a hilariously out of place bald man with a barcode. Which I think mostly just means you don't get the direct options like shooting people and strangling them, and you have to do more creative things instead. Subtitles already turned on. I think we're good to go then. Are you sure you want to start a new game that you've never played before? Yes? Well, this is a weird highlighting screen. Like, I feel like the text should be to the left when I highlight this and to the right when I highlight this one. Otherwise, it just looks weird. I don't know. I don't have any files, and I don't have any previous files. We're good. Run is left bumper, left stick is move, inventory is Y, morph is X, A is use, morph. Curious what that means. You okay? We doing this? You just got really quiet. Is this the second loading screen? The one that's just not a screen? Are you okay? First we got birds chirping, then we got Lucius, I think, in the darkness. Oh. That really was the second loading screen. I was right. June 6, 1966. 666, ha? Senator's wife had a child. 6 years later, everyone started dying. A detective was called to investigate the incidents. In the end, the only thing he pulled out of the burning Dante monitor was, "That goes too fast." The detective was weak. His past was affected his judgment. Every psychiatric care before long would once again begin to die around him. Spoilers, kid kept killing people. I mean, they must be referring to multiple games now. Determined to carry out the events that bring about the rapture in a town called Lootloud, they fulfilled the prophecy of the Seven Trumpets. That's a hilarious prophecy name. Now he had obtained the scroll of the Seven Seals, more deaths would mark these happenings and finally bring forth the endgames between heaven and hell. Wait, criticals in this game? wait, you can't just go past the fact that that guy's voice acted by Critical.
The thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time that he is satisfied
Now the question is, can I leave that song in, or do I have to replace it because the whole thing gets this video taken down for copyright? That's a fun gamble to play. It's always a question of, is it an in-house song that's just for the game, or does it have wider licensing problems to deal with? Is he naked? Or he's wearing a skin color? He's wearing a skin color suit.
Hey, get your hands off him. What the hell are you doing?
Whoa, relax there, stud. I'm not here to hurt anyone. Well, I guess I should, but I just can't. He's so innocent looking after all.
Who the hell are you? And what the fuck are you doing in the middle of the road?
The name is Gabriel. It's nice to finally meet you, Jack. I've been following your work for a while now, and I have to say, I'm really impressed.
You work for the Bureau or the agency?
No, you silly man. Let's just say I work for the real Big Brother, the man upstairs. You know, the true keeper of the law.
Get your hands up and step away from the boy.
Ha! You boys with your silly guns. I was going to kill you both, but there was something in his eyes. I saw a glimmer of hope there. Don't worry. We will meet again soon.
You alright? You feel strange or anything? Yeah, it looks like there's some new players. We really need to keep our head in the game. I think the town is behind these trees here. Someone's gonna find this bus soon, and we should try to avoid any suspicion. Speaking of suspicion, we really should take a step back with the killing. We need to keep a lower profile while we're trying to figure out a way to open these seals. I've been reading on the subject a lot lately, and I think I got an idea about how we should go about this. I'll show you some of the literature once we get to my apartment.
Right out the bat, it's just like, Lucius, I'm gonna need you to stop with like the mass murdering at least a little bit, because it causes all the people to like, you know, come around and think you're a mass murderer, as it turns out. Sorry. I forgot to do one little thing. There we go. There we go. All better. Do I have to like say yes down here? There you go. Aha, there we go. Oh boy, never mind. We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. I need you to calm down. Like a lot. That'll probably work, right? Yeah. Oh no. This is my favorite part of every time I do a Let's Try. Trying to figure out where to put these settings. There we go. Oh wow, that was a really big spike in speed for one notch. That guy was like, I'm not here to hurt anyone, then 1 second later was like, I was here to kill both of you. But I saw a glimmer in his eye. Followed the trail for a self-guided tour down the path. Overall length of the tour, about 15 minutes. Alright, good to know how long to... Whoa, my... Zoop! That's a turning... Look at that turning animation. Really unnerving to see it happen in full speed. Zoop! Alright, here we go. So we must be picking up right where another game left off. I'm guessing that he's little devil boy and he's just getting older as each game goes by.
I think we can get across around there. You can do this jump, right?
He seems to have enlisted some kind of ally. Press B button to jump and left bumper to run. We lost our space bar, but only within the brackets. Hit. Oh, okay. It skipped all the frames of the jump. There we go. That was weird. It was like a weird hiccup. Alright. Oh, there we go. Chugging a bit, isn't it?
If we can climb this, we should see the path again.
It's occurring to me I actually have no idea anything about Lucius's development. Looking at it as an outside from the outside, I kind of got the impression it was AAA, but it might be indie or AA. Maybe double A, more like something that would be developed by cyanide or spiders. It's just janky enough. Well-directed intro, though. Like, that whole intro segment, like, the graphics are kind of falling short here and there, but, like, the camera angles and all that, we're like, oh, look at them, they're really trying. A bobblehead. What's it doing here? Ah. What? These things again? Achievement unlocked. I guess there must be more of them. The Battle of the Little Horns. After an unsuccessful attack on the Indian camp. You can't call them that, they're not Indians. They're not from India, they're Native Americans. Or, actually, that's also fucked up. Don't call them Native Americans, because that's like naming them after their conqueror. Call them by their actual name, which they tell you if you ask them. Like, they have tribe names, call them that, asshole. We named the whole fucking country after them.
Shit. I think we need a little help here, son. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can use the tree over there to climb over. Are you able to bring that down? I've seen you use those abilities before.
Like, seriously, we named like every other state and city in this country after their tribe names and whatnot, but then we can't be asked to call them by their tribe names. A real dick move. We just conveniently pretend we don't know what they're called whenever it's time to call them that, but everything in this country is named after them by us. Boop? Right stick, I guess? Okay. Is he gonna climb up here, or... okay. When do I do a murder on somebody? Why does it keep showing me these dolls? Wait, do I spend them to do this? Is that how it works?
Nice.
Let's find out whether or not he takes fall damage. Did be his jump? Wee-hoo! Oh. Wait, where am I? Oh, he took me all the way back here. Okay. Oh. The hell of a way for, like, Satan's child to go down. Like, well, you jumped off a ledge, so... It puts an end to the Lucius trilogy, doesn't it? What should we name Lucifer's son? Lucius. Yeah, that's subtle. No one will figure that one out. I'll keep him safe. Falling rocks. Falling grace? Alright. I mean, I guess we're just saying goodbye to subtlety then. There we go. A really long way down. Why would an area even be shaped like that? That also might be a hole in the earth right there, I'm not sure. Let's find out. Oops, I didn't get close enough to see. Alright. Kinda looked like it might be a hole in, like, the world. Oh, hey, he warped forward. How you doing? Hit.
Okay.
Hit.
Ideas here.
Hit. Nope. Hit. Does he have a bald... Oh, it's a shine on his hair. I thought he had a bald spot. I was really concerned. I guess I'm not supposed to climb that, even though it looks very climbable. Oh. Alright. Die, rocks. I'm gonna use my anti-rock power. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh, there's one. There it is. All right. Yeah. There we go. There used to be a route up here. Some of the rocks are leaning on the planks quite dangerously. Zoop. I can conquer this world with the power of Satan, but only in pre-highlighted designated zones. I'm a Satanist, not an anarchist. Oh, okay. Alright. I feel like there's no clean way through that doesn't make your character stumble weird and look like he's glitching through the terrain a little bit.
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least. Come on, son.
He's really unfazed by this stuff. So he's used to this, like, a lot. Okay, man. Who's saying that? Are we gonna find somebody? And they're gonna be a witness, so I have to kill them? Come on. That's a nice touch. The reflective logo is right on the edge of the horizon of the water.
Sweet home. Let's take the path down there.
Fortunately, like the color, something's wrong with like the color? I don't know what to say about it. Something's really strange looking about that horizon. And the brightness and the color and the saturation. So it's the same thing I said before, basically, where like the game seems really well directed, but also incredibly janky. It's the little studio that could. I mean, something must be working for them because it's Lucius 3. So the other ones must have sold. You bet your ass I was suspicious for a second. I'm like, are those columns I'm running across? They're vaguely hexagonal cracks. Somebody needs to fix this place. Holy crap. Why does this town suck so bad? Was somebody cut their... Oh, wait, no. This is the United States, isn't it? Oh. I mean, I know that Trump, like, he cut the budget for the national parks, but goddamn. Does wood rot that fast? I say knowing that this game takes place in like 1966. You have to do a sprinting long jump to cross that. Holy crap. There better be like... there better be like caution tape at the bottom or something saying this place is closed as fuck. Don't come up here. Wow. I just want to point out how terrifyingly high up these are. Holy... You're trying to get to the bottom of this? I have an idea. Woo! Oh. An attempt was made. I kind of wanted to see just how much clearance I can get. We need to get to the bottom of this. Oh, shit. This is hard. No! I didn't even mean to do that. Damn. Achievement unlocked. I keep on falling. Face first into it. Alright, he's not very good at tightrope walking. This Lucius kid. Yeah! Because it only fades out when you hit something, so I just wanted to see how far I could get myself to fall before actually hitting something. Can't quite reach the bottom. He doesn't have good horizontal clearance with his leaps. He's got a bit of a parabolic arc, as you'd expect. I gotta say, going in blind, I did not expect this much acrobatics as the opening. Mile Long Club. I've got like 6 achievements already. I got one for hanging. I got one called Cliffhanger for hanging off cliffs, I assume. I got one for running for a mile, I think. I got one for dying a lot from falling. They have a fall death achievement. Just a really achievement heavy game so far. Can I only operate it from this side? Is that the takeaway right now? Yeah, it is. Hey, it's one of these guys. I haven't even seen the guy with me for a while, honestly. What? What? Oh, there's a fire. Okay. What am I doing? What is happening? What? What? Excuse me? This bridge is quite a feat of engineering. Some warmth on the weaker parts might help out here. Okay, so I'm trying to burn something. Oh, the rope, right? Oh, you have to hold A on the ropes. Burn that rope. There you go. I'm going to die. Alright, now we're just contributing to the mess. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, the sign's still up saying, hey, check this place out. And here we are at the bottom. Come on, where's the warning that says, hey, this place will kill you and your children if you step on these things? We lose 15 tourists every year when they come from that direction. It's weird. Nobody can figure out how it's happening. They just seem to mysteriously have their bodies crushed at the base of this cliff by an invisible force. We haven't figured it out yet. Like, they just don't understand the concept of poor bridges and people falling and gravity. They're like, I don't know, there's just all these crushed bodies at the bottom of this cliff. Nobody gets it. Have you considered using your hand? Alright. Now I gotta use my brain. I guess he did all those acrobatics too, just off camera.
Jack! Is that you, Jack? Hey, I didn't know if you were coming or not. You could have used the front door, you know. But I'm glad you're here. And who's this little guy?
You remember the senator's kid, right? Wagner's son, Lucius?
Oh, yeah, right. How could I forget? Last year was pretty rough on us all. I can only imagine what you must be going through.
Yeah, he doesn't speak much. I just picked him up from Benedict's. I think it's good to keep him near his home while we look for a better place for him.
So this is the kid? Sole survivor of the Dante fire. How's he doing? Did the doctors tell you it's okay to take him already?
Lieutenant, they told me to take him to a more familiar environment. His mental health seems fine. It's just that he's going to take some time to recover from something like this. I talked to Child Services and they're going to look for a place to put him in. In the meantime, I think we should try and make him feel as comfortable as possible. Don't you agree?
I do.
Did you talk to Dr. Young? Maybe I should contact him for some consultation on the situation.
No need to for that. I talked to him and I think I have everything under control. Besides, he's currently on vacation. I think he said something about taking a trip to the Pink Islands.
Oh, must be the Caribbean trip he was always talking about. Well then, let's just make him feel comfortable, shall we? You know, I have an idea. You know what you could do, Lucius? You could take this camera and be our cameraman for the party. Just wander around and take pictures of everyone having a good time.
That sounds like a great idea. It's a great way to meet everyone here. Go right ahead, son. Let me know if you have any problems.
Yes, someone will die. And no one will suspect the Satan boy as doing it. He just looks like a super murderer. Why do you have an undone tie? You're just wearing a tie that's not done. Huh. Hi, everybody. Oh, cutscene.
Don't run, children. You're going to hurt yourself. Oh, hello there. Was it Lucius?
They were not in
You're
frame.
a personal photographer, are you? Well, that's lovely, darling. I wish Samantha and Derek could have something useful to do. Maybe you can come and play with them at our house. It's the one near the beach. You're welcome to visit any time. Our door is always open.
I'd have to go back to check, but I'm pretty sure he just took a picture of like the empty space between the two of them. It's a Polaroid, or even really most any camera in general. Standing at this angle, it's not going to be wide angle enough to catch both of them in frame. And I think he just took a picture of like the empty space between them. It'd have to be so fisheye in order to see both of them at that range. It's the detective. He's going to figure out who I am. We better make him die first. This guy doesn't believe in shirts.
Well, hello.
So you're a nipple man? Are you a nipple man?
It's not your fault, man.
Camera's fighting with me a little bit.
It's a good thing we have a big-time lawyer like you here to
Ew.
help with the case. We're
Ew.
loaded with lawsuits, and we just want to get everyone who had losses to be compensated.
It's district attorneys.
Even though the mayor is very keen on jumping to conclusions, you're going to be abiding the law here in Winter Hill and turning through every stone unturned to find the answers on the case. You just make sure you do your job, son.
Just like your father.
Young Wagner?
Who do we have here?
A lot of these people are dressed up, and then there's just this guy. He's just wearing overalls and nothing else under them. I assume he's just literally naked under there. But also, like, look at him. Dude. Did you come from the grease factory directly here without a shower? Like, look at his texture. Look at that glistening, greasy sweat. He looks like he's covered in that gel that you use. He looks like he's covered in that gel that stunt doubles use when they're about to be lit on fire. That fire retardant gel that like will burn off and defend him from being burned, and then they set you on fire. That's what he looks like he's covered, and it doesn't even seem like sweat. And there's like creases in it, like horizontal streaks of sweat. The sweat patterns are actually confusing. And on the back they look like George Woodman's scars. What a visual. Alright. Hi everybody. Are you the same person twice?
Who do we have here?
Are you twins that you don't want people to recognize as twins? So you're like, oh, I'll do a handlebar. That's not a handlebar mustache.
How are you, son?
That's like the one president. This one's vocal and this one's trying to blend in. Preacher Cooper, I can see you staring at me. Do you know something? I need to take my camera out first.
Do you like swimming?
I see you're not ready to accept Jesus as your... Isn't this the guy that tried to kill us almost?
Oh, hello, son.
Which I'll point out that both of us were thrown out of a bus and unharmed. Gabriel, he was just standing on the road. How did he get here already? Because he's probably... Wait, his name's Gabriel? He's an angel then, obviously. And he's here to kill my Satan boy. Part of me is definitely into the idea of like, what if I wrangled Bird into playing this entire trilogy with me? It seems like it's just the right level of cheesy, silly nonsense that I kind of want to see all of it. If only we had infinite time.
Good evening, Lucius. We meet again.
You've met him before.
Oh, well, yes. Charles and I go way back.
Oh, really? Are you sure your personal relationship is not interfering with the case, son?
Oh, quite sure, sir. Our relationship was always strictly business. And I assure you there are no conflict of interest.
I'll have to look into that.
Come on now, Jackson. We're not at work. He's up on it.
Come now, gentlemen. Let the boy snap his pictures.
Oh, right. Yeah. Go right ahead. And if you ever come by the town hall, be sure to give me a visit. I'm sure I'll have some chocolate there or something.
Looking at your belly, I'm thinking they might be all gone.
Lucius is just sitting there taking the same photo over and over again.
Hello, son.
There's like an editing mistake happening in the audio where they cut off, like, cause like I imagine that when you're editing audio for a game, you like have to make a bunch of individual sound clips that play at specific times and everything, with like a, you know, with the clear start and end and everything. They seem to end them mid-syllable, so you hear their syllable get cut off. And so some of their lines just end in a way that sounds like it's mid-word, basically.
What you got there, kid?
Who do we have here?
I take out my camera again. There we go.
Taking those pictures won't save you, son. We all know what's coming. Don't we?
Oh, Lord, yes, we do. Such a sweet, innocent child like you will not be saved without Jesus on your back.
The devil is among us and can taint the minds of these innocent children. We must ask the Lord to save him.
Okay, okay. Ain't that enough for one night? Leave the poor kid alone.
All you need to know, son, is that you are always welcome to our house. The Lord does not discriminate. Jesus accepts all sinners and forgives them all. Whenever you feel like it, day or night, just visit the parish. It's the great big house on the beach. We'll be there waiting for you.
I'm really confused by the lip sync there. Yeah, that was lip synced right there. I think it's like automated like lip sync, or it's lip syncing with all the syllables correctly ish, in a kind of automated like anime mouth flappy sort of way. But like it was like his audio was synced with his lips, but then offset by a second. So it was moving in a really specific pattern, like it was matching his voice, but then his voice wasn't synced with lips again somehow. I don't know how that happened.
Who do we have here?
That was weird. Oh yeah, let's get a picture of you. The reflection of the camera is gonna just come right back and blind me. I have to get the camera out every time, huh? James Morgan, he's so drunk he can barely stand.
Shoot, I know you do it. I know you do. Come on, you can tell me. Sneak a peek? I would. All them fine ladies sleeping there? Yeah.
Really, sir? Really, sir? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I really must be going back to the motel. There might be customers coming and my mother gets worried.
How is your mother, Banner? Haven't seen her in a while. I should come and pay a visit. Maybe bring the kid with me.
She's fine, sir. We're all fine. I mean, why would you come? I mean, she... Come as you may, but she gets ill sometimes. I mean, she has been ill lately, so... She probably won't be able to see any visitors.
Huh?
But I'll make sure to let her know. Sometimes she gets upset. You know, I try to keep the schedule, but sometimes she just gets upset.
What are you taking a picture of?
Oh, hello there.
Where are you pointing that?
Well, you're welcome to visit, of course. I mean, I work a lot, but I always have time to meet new friends. I always wanted a little brother, but she never listened.
All right, Sleaze guy talks exactly the way that he thought he would talk based on what he looks like, basically. His words are as greasy as his soul. Meanwhile, this guy is just Norman Bates. His mom's probably already dead, and he dresses up as her and murders people. That's what I'm guessing. Because that... So many excuses and blathering about, like, No, you know my mother. She gets angry. She gets
A boy
sick.
that age and a father like that. Who could have known that a senator can even be that mentally ill? Never in a million years would I have guessed that he could be capable of something like this. I'd been his doctor for years, but I guess there's a lot of pressure in a politician's life and only little room to show it. It just boggles my mind. How could he end up killing his wife and then burning down his own house?
Whoa, his lips went crazy.
Jack got there in time to save the kid. Still, the whole incident is a mystery to me. There are still a lot of questions without proper answers. Still a lot of leaves unturned. The boy probably could tell us a lot more if he would just open his mouth. Now all we have are the trees, Lewis. Just the trees.
I didn't realize they were supposed to be talking to each other. I thought this guy was talking to the fence, like it was a person, which is funny because he was like, I didn't know a senator could be that mentally ill, which I'm like, being a senator doesn't make you immune to becoming mentally ill, but also him talking about mental illness while talking to the fence itself, like it's a person, was the funniest visual. Hello, do you also like to just stare into the abyss at nothing and not be in the party? Not even facing the party, she just kind of, I like this one uninteresting dark spot of the fence. What is the dress code for this party? Look at these guys. And look at this dude. What are you?
What can I do for you today?
The real answer is this is just the only costume these characters wear all game, I assume. We're probably meeting the entire cast of the game. Oh, he's really... Oh! Well, I guess I don't have to kill him. He's already dying. The only thing holding him together is that table. The moment they remove it, he's gonna fall apart like that... Like the person in Signs, I think it was? Yeah. Alright, well, we skipped that murder. That was a speedrun tactic. Oh yeah, I gotta pull out the thing.
That's what you get, you drunk bastard.
Hey, what the hell, kid? What are you trying to do here? Give me a heart attack? Get lost, will you? Scram.
Don't mind that miserable man. Take all the pictures you want. Not everyone here's as grumpy as that fool. Ain't that right, Seeker?
Get off me, you old fart. You can't even sail correctly.
That's critical.
Is that an SGX 72 land camera? Where did you get that? I have the exact same one. It takes only 10 seconds to develop the picture. It's part of my secret project.
Come on, take a picture of this young devil here. No one knows what the hell he's building, but he just keeps on building. Come see me at the docks when you have the time. I'll take you for a spin.
Critical's the camera nerd. Hey everybody, Critical here, and I seem to have glitched my way through a table, and I'm only have seconds to live. I think that's about it for now. I think that's long enough. We've gone at it for a little while. I think it's going to be a while before we get to the first murder or whatever. So there's a long intro. But we found Critical, and he's the dorkiest, weirdest, glitched out character. First he was dying inside a table, and then his eyelids were glitching through his eyeballs. These games definitely look like they're a struggle. The studio seems to put some work into it, but there's a lot of like seams everywhere. But yeah, this is Lucius 3. If you want to see the rest of it and so on, check out the link in the description to go to the Steam page. Thanks to the developers for sending a code in and all that. And I'll see you guys next time.